I have just finished month 7 on Tamoxifen, and once again, I've discovered something new. There's been a new change in my sleeping patterns, so I'm going to be sharing that with you today. If we haven't met yet, my name is Chelsey. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and I created this channel to share my experiences through my breast cancer treatment as well as life after my treatment to hopefully be able to help someone in some way. I was having a really hard time pressing play on this video because I feel like I just come on here and I share challenge after challenge being on tamoxifen, and though there are positives to taking tamoxifen, I've been finding it really interesting to share all of the changes and the things that I've noticed with my body. And I guess the reason why I keep doing it is because when I post the videos, I often have comments saying, "Thank you for posting this. I've been feeling this way and I didn't know why." Or I get comments about people, really resonating with what I'm saying, or saying that, the medical team didn't say this was a side of tamoxifen, but we're both experiencing it, so it's nice to know that somebody else is too. Basically, I just want to say I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to be helpful and share some of the challenges and some of the things that I've discovered. So enough of that. Let's get on to the discovery for month 7. So this was a really big surprise for me. It almost happened out of nowhere. I don't know when the shift happened, but it was somewhere in month 7. And previously, for a lot of the first months on tamoxifen, I had a really hard time sleeping. I had a hard time going to sleep, and then I would wake up with hot flashes and not be able to go back to sleep. And then it kind of decreased a little bit. I had a hard time going to sleep, and then I just woke up about 3 or 4 with a hot flash, and it was challenging to go back to sleep. But as I mentioned, at some point there's been a shift, and I really discovered it, or just kind of realized, in month 7. And that shift for me is that I feel like I've become, I'm trying to think of the right word, I welcome the darkness. It's almost like the day is too much. It's too draining, it's too overwhelming, it requires too much energy. And so when it gets dark, I just feel like, yes, this is what I need, and I just can't wait to go to bed. And that is not like me at all. And I don't know if it's linked also a little bit with a seasonal shift. For me right now, where I live and what the season is, it's just finishing summer, and it is beginning to be, well, it is fall. So the days are getting shorter, the days are getting darker, it's getting colder, and it's almost like getting more cozy. So I don't know if it is kind of linked to that, but at the same time, I'm not having any trouble falling asleep like I used to. And no matter how much sleep I get, I'm still tired, and I still want to stay in a dark environment. And that is very uncharacteristic of me. And that is uncharacteristic of previous months where I had insomnia, especially in the morning. I wanted it to be an appropriate time to get up because I was so frustrated with laying in bed and not sleeping. Whereas now, I cannot wait to go to bed. I go to bed very early. I'm like trying to stay awake until 8:39, and getting up is a challenge. I am, depending on the day, I try to get up and work out, but I could easily sleep until like 7 or 8 if my baby were to not get up, but he gets up earlier, definitely earlier than that. He's more of like a 5:45 riser. But I mean, that's still an adequate amount of sleep, from like 8:30 till, we'll say, 6. But it's not adequate for me right now. I would definitely like to log the 12 hours. Yeah, so I'm finding that really challenging. It's not the person that I am. I like to, whip the covers off and just be excited for the day and take it on. But right now I'm just like pulling the covers over my head, trying to, stay in the darkness. And yeah, it's challenging. It's something that's different. And honestly, I don't know, not that I have a choice, but which one I would prefer, like insomnia, hot flashes, not being able to sleep, but like also kind of being okay with getting up in the morning versus getting sleep, wanting the darkness, but really like not feeling ready to get up in the morning. I don't know. Because I'm a new mother, I'm feeling like that's a silly question. Sleep is definitely the way to go. But yeah, I don't know. So that's different. And the other thing I've really noticed this month is it goes along with the sleep, but I just feel like no matter how much sleep I've had, I am endlessly tired. I am dragging my butt through the day, getting up and getting excited to go do things, do activities. Like I just feel like I need a push. Like I feel like I'm wanting caffeine, which I'm not really a big, caffeine person, especially not in the afternoon. But I'm really feeling like I'm slogging and I'm looking for that pick me up somehow to get me through. And yeah, that's interesting. And I feel really, I think the right word is apathetic. Just kind of like, meh, I don't know. Yeah, we could, also could not. Just lacking those vibes, lacking that, I don't know, gusto. Just feeling take it or leave it. And even with things that I would typically really enjoy doing, I just feel really like that feels like a lot of energy right now. So that's been month 7 for me. And I don't really know what else to say about it. I'm kind of curious if anybody else is in month 7 or past month 7. If you don't mind letting me know how you're feeling, if you're okay to share. I'm interested in how much may be linked to the seasonal change for me, or how much of it is linked to tamoxifen. Because I think it might just be a random coincidence that it's happening at the same time, but it also might not. So if you feel like sharing your experience, I would be so open and so happy to hear about that. But anyways, I hope that this was helpful for you in some way. As I mentioned, I just want you to know that if you're feeling this way, you are not alone. I welcome you to join me again next time by hitting the subscribe button. If you found this video helpful in some way, or if you resonate, hit the thumbs up. And I truly hope that you have a wonderful day. You take care of yourself, and hope to see you next time.